Hi, you guys. Okay. Oh, YouTube got some new-ish going on. Hi, you guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy Mercury Day. My apologies for the delay, but YouTube is showing me that I got to get myself back in the algorithm. Makes sense. But today is Wednesday, July 16th, 2025. I'm here to cover the all signs for the Lord, I was about to say Aries new moon, honey. The Neptune retrograde in Aries transit. Okay. I'm gonna look up when the Aries new moon is because I feel like it connects. Neptune retrograde is in Aries. The dates are, it started July 4th. It lasts until October 22nd, 2025 because of the length of this retrograde. That's why I'm covering it, because of the length of the retrogrades outside of Mercury retrograde, which everyone wants to tea on. Since these retrogrades are lasting a few months, I'm covering them because the energy is impactful for a few months. Yeah, okay. Without further ado, let us pray. Since we did the last all signs, Pisces to Aries, today we're going Aries through Pisces. Tomorrow when we do Uranus and Gemini, we'll be going Pisces through Aries. We're going to rotate until the all signs are complete, and then we get into the August 2025 readings, which we'll get into after my birthday. Okay. But it's next week, so you don't have to wait too long. I promise. I got some promises to Spirit I gotta keep, so yeah. Okay. Let's burn a sage. Let's cleanse away the day and let us read. Okay. Smoke is thick. Hold on. Let me open the door some more. Okay. Let us pray. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide all 12 signs on this Neptune retrograde in Aries transit as we go Aries through Pisces this evening. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as this energy unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely guided and divinely led. Thank you, Spirit. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Gratitude. Ashe. Okay. That could explain why the smoke is so thick. All right. So to highlight, I have my notes here. Okay. So Neptune energy, again, the transit started July 4th. It lasts until October 22nd of this year. The length of it is why we're covering it. Neptune itself represents dreams, illusions, deception, transcendence, creativity, introspection, self-evaluation, intuition. It's also a reflection of hermit mode energy. Also, it's a reflection of spiritual shifts, spiritual transitions, different belief systems coming into play. And I feel like that energy is connected to the Uranus and Gemini transit, which we'll cover tomorrow. Anything else? Oh, let's look into when the Aries new moon was, since I almost said that. But it's a lot of retrogrades happening in Aries, and Aries is the first house, so we're all experiencing a change by choice and or by force. Okay. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay, hold on. So bright. Okay, so the Aries new moon was on March 29th. Hold on. What does 311 mean? Because 29 breaks down to 11. What was it? What did I just say? March 29th. Okay, hold on. 311 angel number meaning personal growth, creativity, and spiritual enlightenment. Maybe sometimes you just got to follow the puzzle pieces that spirit gives to you. It encourages you to embrace your unique talents, trust your intuition, and take charge of your life. 311 also suggests a need to focus on positive thoughts and eliminate negative feelings. It can be interpreted as a sign to align with your higher self and follow the right path. Just collectively and intuitively, I do feel like a lot of false beliefs are being shattered throughout this transit, heavily because Neptune represents illusions and it's retrograde. So there's a lot of, false belief systems that we've carried with us that we've been taught, that are shattering at this time. We're starting to question a lot of things. And with us being in the age of Aquarius at the same time, and then with Uranus being in Gemini, Uranus rules Aquarius as well. It's a lot of out of the box. It's a lot of, where we are taught to not ask questions, we're asking questions, and asking those questions are creating certain breakthroughs. And it's like, if someone doesn't want to provide the information, heavy energy on seeking you shall find. But it does feel like an unveiling of the truth, to summarize the energy. Okay, so as mentioned, the last all sign we went Pisces through Aries. Today we're going Aries through Pisces. For me to be mindful of time, we're going to keep the all signs just for this week as 12 minutes. I've been on the 144 frequency personally. Okay, so yeah, let me start the timer. Where's my timer? Okay. We have 3 decks. We have 2 for the energy and 1 as advice. But the decks are different. Each deck will be different for each all sign. But let's get started. Aries. Okay. Neptune retrograde. Start here. Neptune retrograde in Aries. For Aries, how you feeling? I can only imagine, honestly. Some of you are coasting. Some of you are fighting for your life. I don't feel like there's really an in-between with you guys right now. Your choices are being highlighted. Okay, your choices based on heart, courage, and your choices based on fear. All right, what is this? Neptune retrograde in Aries for Aries. Thank you. What's happening? You have the Hierophant towards energy. You have, interference in reverse. So you're you are, damn, okay. I love this. Aw. You're definitely becoming a better human. You're changing for the better. So you have the Hierophant. You have interference in reverse, Gemini energy. So whatever you've been back and forth about in regards to yourself in life, practicality, material world, I don't know, confusion is being eliminated. You have abundance upright as well as the devil in reverse. So with 2 majors, there is definitely some divine intervention happening on your behalf. I love that you have interference and the devil in reverse, because any unhealthy attachments you're removing without question. It's like you are consciously and unconsciously making a commitment to strive for alignment with your higher self, because I do feel like spirit is giving you somewhat of a glimpse. It's like, when you, well, that's not where I was trying to go. I hear when you walk by faith and not by sight, the miracles that unfold are benevolent, which is a representation of this abundance energy. But what I intended to say before that message came to me is like, the more that you walk in a path that serves you and makes you feel good, and you're not hurting anyone, but you really are, doing steps. Like, you don't have to be doing anything grand. You could be, but truly taking steps to just live a healthier life, a better life, to just fucking relax. Okay, just find a moment. It's just things that you never done before, you're starting to get into now. And I feel like you're having a certain appreciation for life that you didn't have before, and spirit is reflecting that appreciation back to you. If this hasn't started to happen, I hear this too shall pass. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, domination, your energy, Aries. And you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there is a warning here, because with this pair, yeah, in Judgment, and then underneath Judgment you have Deception. Okay, so with this pair being here, there is going to be, it's giving a straight up illusion. Okay, I was trying to say it a different way, but no, it's giving, there's an illusion that's going to be presented to you from another person. Okay, this person is going to want to work with you, collab with you, you know. I hear feed you ideas on how to grow, expand your brands, whatever the case may be. Like, and they could have a name for themselves, a brand for themselves. Like, it's, I'm getting someone with respect, but you're being advised, and this could even be someone that you look up to for some of you, or they could just come out of the wind. Okay, however it shows up, that there's an energy like that that's going to show up between now and October, and definitely before October, with the Wheel of Fortune 10 being in reverse. With domination, this could be the next 2 months. So what is that? Doesn't have to be. I really don't like using timing, but we're covering timing in this reading. So it's July, that's September. Don't do it. Where the fuck did the card go? Oh, it fell in my lap. Don't do it. This could even be, you know, going into partnership with your partner, because that fell on my sacral chakra. So my womb, like, don't, Wheel of Fortune in reverses, don't do it. Hierophant is, you want to maintain this abundance right now. It's solo. And your opposite Libra energy rules the 7th house, relationships, that shit. So, you know, you can feel very, it's like your fire burns more strong and more passionately when you are connected, and you love to build, you love to connect, you know, you love to grow. The 1st house, you know, let's try something new, let's do something together. But this is just not that time. Again, there's deception you're unaware of, and it doesn't have to be like ill intent. It's more so someone is very, it's not self-serving per se. It's more so they have their best interests at heart before yours, or the union and what it could do together. Like, I don't know, it's like I'm seeing someone's eyes that literally have dollar signs. They're focused on the money and not the purpose, and that's out of alignment, if that makes sense. Yeah, we're 13 minutes in. Don't do that. It's like that energy could end the legacy that you're trying to build before it even gets started. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, love just came out in reverse. Someone is, what's that, disingenuous? Disappointment in reverse. Yes, something's blocked from your crown chakra, but this happiness in reverse. If you go down this road, major adjustments are required. Your opposite Libra energy, and this is 8 cycles, okay? But what fell out on top of love in reverse is Magician sideways, and universe upright. You know, this could also be, you know, something that was successful with someone in the past is coming back up. Like, the opportunity could be representing itself, you know, for a second go around, or for the first time. However it applies, or shit, for some of you a 3rd time, it's a no. Anything involving someone else, it's a no. I hear someone has a very thick mask on purpose. I really don't know what that means. Who is that? Plies? Whose song is The Feds Watching? That's what I see. Just don't get involved. This is the guilty by association type of energy. Yeah. King of Pentacles. You have a, it's a lot of masculine energy here. You don't, I do feel like this is a masculine ancestor specifically that is a guide for you. Some of you, though, as another part of, and just shifting the storyline, some of you are, it's like you're choosing to either just, you know, stay committed to yourself or get involved in a dynamic where, you know, you could be a step parent, or I don't know, with this abundance and these three different waterfalls, because again, you're starting with the Hierophant solo. It's Taurus energy, but it's representing you. Okay, you're removing interferences. Okay, you're focused on growing your abundance, you're focused on expanding, you're focused on the overflow, you're focused on fucking ROI. Okay, you're focused on fluidity. And with the Devil in reverse, anything that does not align with that, you are heavily focused on removing that energy. However, to read this another way, it's like Hierophant represents commitment, higher learning. You know, let me try something. Let me step outside of my box for a moment, okay? You know, stepping outside of your box, it feels good. It looks good, you know. You can, it's like you like where this is going, but then it's like what's down here starts to contradict this energy that you started with, okay? So you have fucking, that's just, it's awkward. So victory is in reverse, but when I looked at it, I started laughing because I started hearing victory is mine. It's yours, okay? It's just, and don't mind me. But yeah, victory is yours. And it's like this 6 that's upright on this card could easily flip and turn into a 9. 9 represents ending. 6 represents balance and harmony. So with the universe in reverse, you are being rewarded. You are being gifted. And with the Magician, you are starting to tap into your personal alchemy without needing external tools, okay? And it's like, you know, instead of seeing how you are a powerhouse with your light self and shadow self, it's more so, it's like, you know, that's my better half, that's my other half. It could be a best friend, it could be love, whatever the case may be. But it's kind of like whoever wants to connect with you, there is an additional energy, okay? Whether this is someone else encouraging them to connect with you, not to, if it is, you know, like children, step parent energy, nothing to the kids, but it's like someone's focus is not, the root of the passion is not aligned. I hope that makes sense. We was there for a very long time. Did not intend to be there that long. Let's keep it pushing. I feel like you're gonna have to make a lot of choices between yourself and others. You're like, you're choosing you. You're learning how to choose you and dispel energies and people that bring the energies of, it's like, if you don't choose me, you're gonna lose. No, you are the prize. Yeah, Dust Devil moving out of stagnation. Some of you, Capricorn energy is heavy, and it could just, you know, represent releasing toxic cycles. You could be releasing a Capricorn or a Cancer with the energy being in reverse. It could go to its opposite, Cancer or Cancer season. You really started to change as a person. It just put the shit where it fits, okay, respectfully. And breathe. Okay, so the Fates in reverse. Yeah, crown games, right? Use of power. Be mindful. But yeah, the Fates in reverse, gestation period. You are in grind mode, okay? Mentally, physically, it's aligning if it's separated right now. Empty well, time to replenish. You do struggle with extreme to extreme because Libra is your opposite, and extremism is represented here with empty well, time to replenish in reverse. But at the same time, there's a lot of duality with just how the energy of these cards are coming out, because at the same time, it's like, you know, you could realize you've had your rest. You could realize the life that you're living is not something that you're fated. You could really be realizing how life reflects the consequences of your own choices, your own actions, your own decision making. I want to share this story. Hold on really quickly, but I'm not trying to rush either. Timer went off. Should I share it real quick? That was 2 different answers, respectfully. No, because I'm going to rush through it. I don't want to rush through it. But basically, You do have complete control over your life. Yeah, Ace of Fire, your energy. I feel like you're starting to realize that suffering is not a part of your destiny, because the fates represents your destiny, you know, how things are meant to be in this lifetime and shit even after this lifetime, and a reflection of how things may have been before this lifetime. But yeah, it's like, you know, working, it's like working to just experience retirement. That's no longer your truth. Also, you're eliminating this energy of waiting on others. I don't know. You are starting to put yourself first, okay? I do feel like it's been a long time coming, but I do feel like a lot of people are getting cut off, okay? I feel like you're viewing and treating people of different. It's like you're looking at people and then reflecting on their life and how it reflects a certain version of your life. And if you don't like that version of your life that it reflects, they get removed. Okay, if you are enticed, they can stay. Okay, I hope that makes sense. All right. What's that song? Fabulous. Breathe. Oh, 1, 2. That's how I feel. Yeah, you're reviving for sure. All right, what's the closing, I don't know, what's the advice for Aries throughout this? Like your spirit team is very proud. Again, I just feel the need to iterate. It doesn't have to be grand. Something is something. Honor that. Okay. Anything else? You're also realizing that money doesn't buy happiness, but at the same time, there's a major shift happening financially. So you have coins, good luck in reverse to bring this to a close, and then you have power lines, energy upright. So it's like I'm seeing, it's like your money I don't think electrocuted is the right way, but it's like there's lightning. Like I'm seeing like just a stack of money, and then there's lightning, and then that shit grows into bags. So it's like with coins, good luck, you know, things may not have been favorable financially for you, but it's like the more that you strive for better, the more that you make an effort to you know, say no, say yes, you know, pay your bills before you exercising your pleasures, shit like that, you know, it's there's a shift financially, okay, for your good. But you see how these power lines, yes, they're separated, but they're connected. You got people pocket watching, honey. You don't gotta look like your bank account, okay? Just on period. I love you. God bless you. We'll talk tomorrow. Taurus. I need some water. Hi, Taurus. Oh, fuck. Fucking. Just leave it alone. Hold on, I'm about to ring the bell. Where the fuck is the bell? Oh. I have to ring the bell. All right, Taurus, let's see. Neptune retrograde in Aries for you. Ooh. That was wealth, but let's see what comes out. Taurus placements, Neptune retrograde in Aries. What's happening? It's 9/11. It's 9/11. I was about to say, literally, do you want Twin Towers or do you want Egyptian New Year? Okay, which one do you want? I feel like Neptune is asking that seriously. Which life? Which one? It's given whoever had choose wisely for their July reading, but let's see. Taurus. Beautiful. I don't like that. Let's see. Fuck is going on here? I'm a Taurus moon, okay? So, honey, I got a lot of questions. Let me tell you what we got so far. Oh, I get it. Perfection is upright. The Father of Fire is upright, which would be the King of Wands. You have bravery in reverse, followed by oppression, followed by torment. Okay, okay. Taurus, Neptune retrograde in Aries, illusion. Yeah, okay, I understand. Knowledge, okay. Success. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. Okay, Neptune retrograde is in, what? Lord Jesus Christ. Neptune retrograde in Aries is testing your glass half full versus glass half empty perception. You see how I had to say it like that to make sure I didn't get tongue twisted? So, to you could feel like something is happening in extreme slow motion. Doesn't Trey Songz have a song called Slow Motion? I think so. The frogs. Okay, what else? Taurus. Neptune retrograde in Aries. The theme of this is help yourself, okay? Anything else? Are we good? This is a lot. That's interesting. Okay, just from what's on the bottom of the deck, because you definitely don't see this coming. All right. So there is a shift happening when it comes to work, okay? I'm very unclear on if this is like, it could apply to if you work for yourself or if you work for someone else. What I'm looking at right here is disappointment in reverse, followed by the moon, something that is being very well hidden from you on behalf of the divine. There's a card I can't see too, even though I have these cards out like this. Some of you, I'm seeing you play life like spades, like a game of spades. We'll get into that in a minute. So the moon followed by work upright, the tower upright. Deception is the card I couldn't see. Mother of air, exploration. So specifically Taurus placements, there could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that is very deceptive around you. It could be in the work field, doesn't have to be. This could be, you know, if you work on social media, it could be that platform. If you work for someone else, it could be that area of life. But there's a lot happening behind the scenes that you are unaware of. I feel like it's like someone wants to see you fall, okay? I don't know what pedestal you're on right now. You're on some type of pedestal, okay? But someone wants to see you fall, and it's like they're watching very closely to see this happen, because you see how she looking at, can you see how she looking at the twin towers like, yeah, bitch, okay? Yes. And then the bees is the work card, okay? But then this is, little do you know, exploration is like zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah, zoom, zoom, zoom. All right. So perfection, upright, Father. I already told you the cards. Let me just read the cards. So you're trying to perfect something. I feel like you're heavily active within your masculine energy throughout this transit. The reason why you're heavily active is due to fear. With bravery in reverse, oppression upright, torments upright, illusion, that is all fear. You fear poverty. You fear being without. Some of you definitely know the struggle of life, and you will do everything to prevent experiencing the struggle of life again, okay? With illusion, your past is not your present unless you continue to make the same decisions. Even though you may not have everything that you want, are you still fulfilled? Is your cup half full and does it overflow, or are you judging? With knowledge, you know what it takes to get to success. You know your wins, your areas of wins, and you know your areas of failure. You know the decision making that got you in the places where you didn't want to be. So what are you going to choose now? With interference being here at the bottom with the Ace of Water, you see how the birds are moving away from the interference. And again, this is a reflection of how you view your cup over being, I hear overflowing versus being empty now, okay? I hear one or the other. I hear spirit don't do half shit, okay? Okay. No disrespect, okay? So being overflowing versus empty. What else with this energy for Taurus? Yeah, you have the wall obstacles. You could feel like it's very hard for you to reach a certain peak of success. You could, again, you're starting with perfection, so you keep trying to do something, but it's like, damn, it's not hitting how it needs to hit. But you're ending with the Ace of Cups. That cup is going to overflow. With meditation and stillness being in reverse, again, you're heavily in your masculine energy and not enough in your feminine energy, and that's the blockage. That's what's contributing to this, okay? You feel like you have to work everything versus it's like you don't feel worthy of receiving, which is why the success is something that you receive, okay? Whether it's, you know, support from the collective, all of that. So if you feel like you have to work for everything, when is it time to take a break to receive? That energy has to be able to come in too. But if you're consistently on go mode, it's not, there's an imbalance there. Yeah, movement toward adventure. So this is the energy of flowing, okay? You know, the water, it has a heavy current, and if you try to swim against it, you'll drown, right? Yeah, and with sky dance surrenders, this is like float, you know? When you, it's like literally, I'm seeing someone that's just on a floaty, okay, in a body of water, right? And they're just floating, and then it's like they just get this energy to get up and take a swim, and they take a swim, and they do some laps, and you know they get some exercise in, and then you know they get back on the floaty, and they just lay and relax and just float with the water, you know. But it's like there's a balance and not forcing yourself when you don't feel like it, okay? This person's like, damn, I'm exhausted, but fuck, I'm in this chokehold, right? I'm in this chokehold. I gotta work. And bravery is you don't need anyone's help to get to this success, okay? Similar, I feel like that's Neptune retrograde is highlighting that, all right? You know, when I say anyone's help, like you don't need to do a, ooh, I hear get rich quick scheme. Okay, you don't need to pay for anything to get to this level of success. Spirit will reward you, but you have to tap into that femininity. This meditation and stillness is being still. You know, femininity, masculinity is work, which is why you have the father of fire followed up by perfection. Yeah, mini mask, the authentic self. A lot of you, you're not even clear to spirit on the success that you want. That's being highlighted as well. I feel like you're speaking less and doing more also. And I feel like there's this, you're rising past this energy of suffering and silence too. Yeah, but then you have choices and their consequences as well. So it's like if you are abundant, but you're telling spirit you ain't got shit, just as spirit give it, spirit will take it away. No half-ass shit. But then with fortune's will, luck, and right timing, a lot of you are trying to force things to come in sooner. And that's being followed by choices and their consequences towards placements. 2023 is very significant. Whatever, this Neptune retrograde is connected to 2023 because choices and their consequences is 20. And then fortune's will, luck, and right timing is 23. Yeah, do some research into that cycle. Reflect on 2023. Yeah, 333 is on the timer. Go back to March 2023. But maybe you need to go back to February 23rd. Start there. What's the advice for Taurus? Infinity, unlimited potential. And phrases never give up. You are destined for true greatness. You're destined for the life that, a life where you don't have to worry and a life where you can rest and be at ease. But it's like, when are you going to say enough is enough with mountains, obstacles, sideways? You keep saying yes to things that drain you. Yeah, recycle, recover. Something from 2023. Maybe 2021 through 2023 or yeah, I don't know. I'm getting 3-year cycle because yeah, you have 3-3 here now too. So that would be 2023 through 2024. May 8th, that day is coming up too. I don't know. Let's see. Anything else for Taurus with this transit? You have comfort, and then you have the King of Cups. Oh, yeah, despair is on the bottom, the devil in reverse. So Taurus placements, I'm gonna leave you with this, okay? Hold on. With comfort being here in the King of Cups, sorry, multiple messages. Okay. So with comfort here in the King of Cups, again, this is a reflection on, I started with half full versus half empty, but this is truly overflow versus empty. And with comfort, Spirit wants to give you all of your heart's wants, needs, desires, all of that, right? But with unlimited potential, you have to know that you are capable of achieving this. You also are you're realizing how you truly have the power to move the mountains that you see as mountains in your own life. Those mountains are an illusion. It's something that the Matrix put up as a barrier and Spirit left it there as a barrier to test you to break through. Comfort is, as long as you strive towards your personal fulfillment, you will always be taken care of. Okay? But no one to rest. That's very loud for you. I love you. Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back to the channel. Let's see what Neptune retrograde in Aries has going on for you. Hold on. Okay. Gemini placements. You have the Ace of Earth, which would be the Ace of Pentacles, stability. Damn. And the Mother of Earth. Some of you could be starting a family, growing a family. You could be, it's giving heavy matriarch energy. Gemini placements. But this is definitely giving growing a legacy as well. Capricorn season is going to be, yeah, the sun, very fruitful for you. That's just a sneak peek. This transit is until, what, October 22nd. But yeah, Ace of Earth upright, stability upright, Mother of Earth upright. You are definitely, your savings is growing. Your investments are growing. Your business is growing. You're becoming more stabilized, more rooted. You're connecting with people more. Some of you could really get into, I'm seeing like plant mom, plant dad energy as well, but heavily connected to the earth. Failure, exploration in reverse. You could feel like you missed out on an opportunity throughout this transit. Judgment. You could be very upset with yourself. You could feel like you fumbled a bag, fucked up a bag. The Daughter of Earth. It's a lot of earth energy. Who is this? Gemini. Defeat is here. Neptune retrograde in Aries for Gemini. There's a decision you're going to have to make throughout this transit. You're going to spend a lot of time making this decision. The question to you is what's next. It's like it feels like you're hungry for something, yeah. But family is being highlighted throughout this transit for you too. You could be trying to build bridges within family, you know, bring reconnection back into family. You could be like, I feel like a lot of you, your grandmother was very impactful in your life. And there are certain traditions that you just want to keep going with the stability, certain things that you want to become generational within your own family tree. With Judgment being here, though, you have the Daughter of Earth upright and the Son of Fire in reverse. So if you have children, especially a daughter and a son, one could feel more love than the other. They're doing a lot of comparison with each other. Some of them, or you could feel like you're having to choose between children as well. You could be struggling with cohabitation is coming up, but co-parenting is what I was thinking of. Yeah, with the Empress and the Sun being here. Some of you, it's like, if you do have a daughter or son, they're on the, I hear, righteous path in life, and your son could be on the more so, I hear, narrative path in life. And that could be bringing you a lot of despair. Some of you could be struggling with producing more children as well. You could definitely be focused on family planning. There could be a lot of talks of children. There could be pressure of children. But it feels like there's a transformation you're trying to have in some type of family dynamic. And it's like you feel like you're hitting a brick wall. Yeah, Grief is on the bottom. Chariot in reverse, the mother energy. There could be a breakup, a split, a divorce, because I hear separated by Avant. And then it's like, instead of keeping two children in a household, one could be going with one parent, the other could be going with the other parent, where there should be, I hear there's separation and division where there should be togetherness. Yeah, equilibrium in reverse and domination upright, completely on two different sides of the board. Anything else with this energy? The Star, there's hope. I hear there's hope and there's a loophole. Yeah, King of Cups. The High Priestess, something that you're unaware of and Spirit is not going to reveal to you until the right time. You're going to meet someone. You can start dating someone. I don't know, whoever this person is, I hear I can do magic, I can perform miracles. That song by Charlie Wilson. There could also be passion dying out in a certain dynamic, and some of you could have trouble walking away because there's children involved. There's multiple scenarios. Yeah, interference in reverse. Here it'll all work out. Yeah, deception in reverse. Something about the children having choice and a voice. That's going to be life-changing. I don't know what this is. Yeah, the sun. Sun represents the children, the moon, but something... There's a hopeful outcome and a shift coming throughout this Neptune retrograde in Aries. It's like a twist, a spin on shit. I don't know. It's like someone would be much more taken care of with you or some shit. Yeah, conflict. You're having trouble with someone. There's issues with another person. But somehow kids are involved. I don't know if it's like your kids, nephews, nieces, I don't know. But there's family drama where there should be cohesiveness. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, victory though. Gemini. Adjustment. So Leo through Libra season, a lot of changes are taking place. Yeah, a lot of... Feels like you're getting stronger throughout those seasons. Yeah, knowledge. You're gaining a lot of spiritual strength as well as physical strength. You could definitely be focused on, I hear, get it right, get it tight, but getting the body in order. But with spiritual adjustment, like this is, purging negative thoughts, affirming your power, thinking in a it's like you're thinking from a boss place that just doesn't hit how it needs to hit. But it's like you're making executive decisions. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, an equilibrium. If you are on social media, you could be, trying out different things, but something, I hear neighbors know my name. Something's going to expand. Something's going to reach different parts of the world. that's going to give you attention as well. You can meet your partner through social media as well for some of you. As you're working on yourself and focus on growing yourself and your own victories, someone comes to you. Yeah, Magician Sword, confidence in your magic. That's a reflection of the victory. It's like knowing who the fuck you are and moving in that energy every fucking day. But with movement toward adventure, some of you, it's like you're realizing where you're just flowing and not taking control. And things that have gotten out of hand in your life, you are taking your power back. Yeah, benefactor, grace, and generosity here. I do feel like you're feeling very abundant. Some of you, something new is coming in as well. It could be a new person. It could be new insight, new attention, a new position, a level up, new power. I don't know. I'm getting more authority. Yeah, the universe is your partner. And then dances on one foot, balancing act number 9. So Neptune retrograde in Aries is restoring divine order in your life. And you're going through a mental and physical transformation as well. You're definitely detaching from lack. And you're definitely detaching from your failures. Yeah, you're breaking out of your South Node energy into your North Node energy. Yeah, you have obstacles, ancestral wisdom. You're also noticing certain ancestral patterns that could explain that family energy. And it's like, you know, damn, this is why certain things haven't been able to come together. You're noticing the patterns and you're doing your due diligence to break those, remove those, detach those. However it needs to be alleviated, removed. Okay. Beautiful energy. What's the advice for Gemini placements throughout Neptune or the major shift? I don't feel like advice is like the biggest shift in their life throughout this Neptune retrograde. Yeah, mirror reflection, 20. You're making a lot of judgment calls. Again, coins, good luck. One more. Skulls, endings. Some of you could be walking away from a job, a position. It's interesting because I started, Aries said 311. 311 is on this card. 311 and 511. Watch Aries. Clarify this for Gemini throughout this transit. I don't remember what Aries is about, but I remember that 311. Yeah, not relationships. So you could be breaking up with someone or leaving a job, leaving a position. Yeah, angel numbers confirmation after saying that. You're realizing how something really isn't what it is. Yeah, clouds, distractions on the bottom. What do you have to say in regards to this to Gemini? Caution. Clarify the caution. Patience. I hear don't be discouraged when these changes start to take place. Something's happened every lifetime though. Yeah, lightning, disruption, and reverse. It's truly happening for you versus against you. I know you hear that often. You're not going to feel that way throughout that time. But anchor stability. Something had to happen because it was unstable. But you were too distracted to see the instability in something. So it's like something you think you can heal and recover from, you truly can't. Yeah, possibility is in reverse. And then crown game, personal power. But there's a need to, I hear, truly not overreact. And it's 9:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Something is ending. Clarify this coin's good luck in reverse one more time for me before we end for Gemini. Coins good luck in reverse. But this is in regards to relationships. So someone you thought you could build with, you could grow. Their relationship is ending. Scorpio energy could be involved with skull endings, mirror reflection. That's giving Pisces, because with the disco ball, Pisces, Neptune. But this is about your relationships, okay? I'm getting separation is permanent as well with this. But it's okay, you know, just be patient. Don't overreact. Don't spaz out. Just accept it for what it is and be patient for what's next to come. Yeah, balance. Thank you, Spirit. All is well. But heavy energy on the into a collaboration. That's why that work energy kept coming up. I love you, Gemini. God bless you. Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's see what's going on for you throughout the Neptune retrograde and Aries transit. Considering it's been more like 13 minutes versus 12. All right, Cancer placements, what's going on Neptune retrograde and Aries? You have work, here building, Father of fire upright, change in reverse, Mother of air in reverse, Cancer, illusion, despair. It feels like some of you have been in the mentality that you're stuck at a certain place in life, and that is not true. Yeah, failure, sideways. But you're on the... Damn. The Ace of Air fell out right on top of the Ace of Fire. That's different. Damn. Equilibrium did too. There's something significant about Aries, Leo, Sag, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're hard to get on the same page with them. Anything else? Cancer. Anything else? Okay. A lot of you are reaching the point of burnout or exhaustion with something throughout this Neptune retrograde transit in Aries. I'm getting cold. Yeah, you're losing your energy, your vitality with something. Now, this could be with work. This could be with a partner because you have love on the bottom. There could be healing happening in a dynamic. You also have equilibrium in reverse. Let's put on my jacket. I'm cold. Okay. But yeah, you are at your wit's end with something throughout this. There is an illusion as far as a certain path that you have been entertaining, that you have been indulging in, that's being highlighted. There is a father figure that is a fire sign that is of major significance that is coming to you in your dream realm. But someone's not changing. There's a lot of things that are out of balance here. We have the mother of fire. Oh, I'm sorry, the mother of air in reverse with the father of fire. But you have the ace of air and the ace of fire. Spirit, it's interesting because I'm getting you've been given two new beginnings. Or you're going to be given two new beginnings. But it's like something that was in alignment and gifted to you is starting to feel out of order. I hear disorderly conduct. I'm getting something's becoming offensive at this point to you. An insult. I'm getting insult to your intelligence, your gifts, something. It's like, you know, you're destined for a life of truth, transparency, passion, fun, love, excitement. But it's like all you're doing is working. Working. You're not spending too much time with people. You're definitely in your masculine energy as well. You're doing something on repeat that is not truly working out for you. And with the devil and repletion, it's like you're at the point of insanity with something, doing something over and over and expecting a different result. But once you shift into another path, you'll have the success. What else with this for Cancer? Yeah, the sun. There could be a fire or an air sign around you that is really trying to encourage you is what I'm getting as well. But it could definitely sound like some easier said than done type of energy. With the ace of air, that's easier said. Ace of fire would be then done. And with failure, it's like the only disbelief that is you. You're manifesting the disbelief. You're creating the disbelief with the Magus, the magician, being here in reverse. And it's like, you know, what's being advised to you really can bring you emotional fulfillment, but you're stuck in the illusion of that's impossible. I hear it's impossible if you want it to be. Keep talking like that. And truth came out. I don't know. There's something about promises here. I hear Sierra promise. But this is something about if you have children, promises to your children that are being highlighted that you think you've been keeping. Ooh, 55 when I looked up that you've truly been dishonoring. Damn. For others of you, it's like there's a family that you desire that's waiting for you. But you have to believe that your vision can come true. You don't believe that your visions can truly come true. There's doubt. All doubt needs to be eliminated. Cancer placements, Neptune Retrograde in Aries. You have crown games where use of power, lost in space, needing direction. You're making decisions based on deficit. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. You don't trust spirit to take care of you, despite the work that you put in. For some of you, you're not putting in enough work. August 3rd through the 6th will be significant for you, as well as August 28th. Those days will be tests for you. Cosmic wound, the divine feminine. It's like, do you trust in your own divinity? This Neptune retrograde in Aries is showing you just how much you're able to create when you really put all of your mind, body, and soul into it. Because the Ace of Fire would be the soul, the Ace of Air would be the mind, but you're missing the Ace of Pentacles, that would be the body. So action. It's like you're experiencing action versus reaction, if that makes sense. And you are being judged by your choices. That's someone's title for July. But with lost in space, needing direction, it's like you don't need direction, babe. You just need to take action. And then once you take action, it's like you'll know when it's time to rest, when you start to reap those rewards. Yeah, literally, confidence in your magic, the belief in the vision with no doubt, no question. The universe is your partner. Spirit is saying, meet me halfway, and I got you. You haven't been meeting Spirit halfway. And it's like you've been counteracting versus whatever the opposite of that is. Connectivity. Action versus reaction. If you're seeing spiders, that's Spirit's sign to get to work. Okay? Some of you could be between the ages of 25 and 36 too with this message. There's a truth that's going to be revealed to you as well. Cancer placements. It could be from an air sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be throughout Libra season, but there's a truth that's going to be revealed to you. It's going to change your perception about someone or something. It may cause you to cut someone off. With strength in reverse, is having no more fight left in you. Yeah, and this is you with the Mother of Cups. Something's about to be revealed to you, and you're gonna, I hear, change everything. Yeah, the Tower, you're gonna change everything, honey. Son of Earth in reverse. Someone has been very, very, I hear on some little boy shit. And with truth, someone's coming to you with this information in peace. Yeah. Conflict is here. Anything else? All right. Anything else about the major shifts and events throughout Neptune retrograde in Aries for Cancer placements? Anything else, Spirit? You have opportunity in reverse. Endings in reverse. Caution upright. There's something about you reacting. Yeah, crown, personal power, peace, and harmony in reverse. You need to, it's like information that you receive, you need to validate. There's something you need to take your time with when it comes to new opportunities. Do not say yes to everything that you offer. Something that seems like a good deal is not a good deal. There's a need to, your discernment is being tested throughout this time as well. There are certain cycles and connections that have you on the edge that you are being asked over and over to end, that you haven't end. Those cycles you refuse to end are a blockage towards your new opportunities. Again, it's like you are in control of your peace and your harmony in life based on your day-to-day. Heavy energy on your day-to-day is building your destiny. Every day that you have life, you're building your destiny. So if you choose to not do shit that day, tomorrow isn't promised, and that's a reflection of your destiny. I know it sounds intense, but Spirit is saying it is. Yeah, it's time to get into healing. It's time to get into healing. It's time for a change. That's the 13th card. It's time to elevate. Okay, like that song. Anything else? Yes, surrender your energy, water. It's time to surrender to the swim. Okay? All right, swim through life now. I love you. Someone could be confessing their love to you as well. All right, Leo. Hi, Leo. Let's see what's happening with you with this Neptune retrograde in Aries transit. What's happening with Leo placement, Spirit? Here, Legacy by Yogati. Hold on. Okay. My bad. Leo placements. Neptune retrograde in Aries. You were focused on structure. You have the Hermit upright, the Fool upright. Some of you are stepping out of Hermit mode, honey. If you've been single, you could be connecting. You could feel like, you know, you're destined to be alone. I don't know. You could just feel like when it comes to community and tribe, you could just be on this energy of fuck it, honey. But just when you're in the energy of fuck it, you know, that's when Spirit starts to turn it around. You have Daughter of Earth in reverse. I hear big bag. You know, like how Big Boy be like, big boy, you're big bag. Ooh. The Devil. It's a lot of majors. So there's a lot changing. There's a lot of divine intervention happening for you too. Damn. 1, 2, You have 4 majors so far. Neptune retrograde in Aries. Shit, my eyes itching. Okay, let me get this message out. Someone that you could be on the outs with may think that they know what it takes to come back and get into good graces with you. I feel like they're in for a rude fucking awakening. Alright, anything else with this transit? It's crazy, my eyes just started itching like that. The right eye, masculine energy. This father of fire has been lingering. Hey, I feel like an ancestor. Okay, so you have the Hermit, the Fool, domination upright, success upright. The daughter of earth is in reverse. The devil is upright. The moon is in reverse. Illusion is upright. Ace of water is sideways. Truth is sideways. Despair is in reverse. Power is in reverse. The sun of fire is in reverse, Leo. So Neptune retrograde in Aries is really showing you your power, where some of you abuse your power, where you sleep, as well as where you sleep on your power as well. With the devil, a lot of you are worried about financial instability. A lot of fears around financial instability and poverty and lack could be presenting themselves at this time. Spirit wants you to know it is an illusion. The truth has already been shown to you with this moon in reverse. Also, there's a lot of people throughout this Neptune retrograde in Aries. It could truly feel like an entire retrograde, Mercury retrograde specifically for you. Like, I don't know, these people are, it's like they're in fucking la la land that they can bring the past into the present and the future. And with the Hermit, his back is this Hermit is like, I'm good on all of that, the way his back is turned. Now with the devil, your dreams could be playing out illusions as well. Be mindful of that with the devil here and the moon, or followed suit by it. In reverse, there are certain illusions being played out in your dreams, certain fears. So it's like if you dream about something bad happening to you, there's this energy of your subconscious trying to purge fear. I hope that makes sense. And the way your subconscious is purging fear is through your dreams, okay? For a lot of you, it's like, I feel like as your subconscious is purging, you're having dreams that you can't, like, you know they were vivid, you know they were intense, but when you wake up, you can't remember it. It's not meant for you to remember. But you know you went through some shit in that dream. It's like, and it's kind of like when you try to reflect on it and memorize it, it starts to fade because it's not something Spirit wants you to remember. It's not something you need to take note of. It's not a premonition of the future. It's a purging of that subconscious, okay, in this year of the snake. Okay. I want some waffles. I'm gonna eat some waffles after this. Or a little bit. All right. Also, there are people that want to connect with you specifically to siphon your power, to siphon your energy. You help, it's like you're the sun, so you have a light that light naturally attracts, right? But it's like, you know, being connected to you, your light shines on them too. So just be mindful of the people that, you know, want to show up and make truces with you and love on you and reconnect with you, because again, this energy is sideways and it's followed by despair in reverse. They need healing, they need power, they need vitality, okay? They need the sun when the sun is outside in the sky, okay? But they rather use you, okay? I hear your spirit team, it's a fuck no, they're singing it like a choir, a cappella. Yeah, repletion it upright though, and bravery in reverse. You're scared of something. You're scared of emptiness. You're scared of a life of emptiness. You're scared, and I don't mean to use like fear to say you're scared, but no, there is a fear here of you being alone forever, you not ever meeting your tribe, you not ever really reaching that peak of success, you not having the power that you know you were born to have in this life. Something about with bravery and being in reverse, some of you are very courageous, some of you are not courageous enough. It's like you still walk on eggshells with things. That's not being courageous enough. It's like Spirit wants you to be, I hear all me for real Drake style. Like, be you and don't be scared to be you. And people cannot receive that. Fuck them respectfully, okay? But don't, it's like there's like, you're becoming exhausted with code switching as well, which is going to tap you into that all you for real. You know, you could be very concerned about people accepting the parts of you that you are ashamed of, but I hear rough in someone to love you. I feel like, you know, someone to love you will come in, but you need to start loving those parts of yourself first. Yeah, perfection. Also, you're going to receive a lot of affirmations that things are from Spirit, that things are going as planned. Daughter of Fire is you, but you have destruction here, which would be the Ten of Swords. Be mindful of burnout. Neptune retrograde in Aries is definitely highlighting burnout, and where you think you can do it all your own. You may need your spirit team. You may need a backup team, okay? Like moving, okay? You may be in the point in life where you need to hire some movers, you know, or, you know, connect with the people around in your neighborhood to work with the resources that you have, okay, to avoid burnout. That's what Spirit is saying. Utilize the resources that you have to avoid burnout, but remain authentic. Yeah, the Ace of Fire. It's in reverse, but it's upright. If you've been struggling with passion, if you've been struggling with like getting outside, getting out there, that's about to change. That's going to change in August, specifically with the Aquarius full moon for you. But Neptune retrograde, it's like where you have been prohibiting yourself. It's time for that to be dispelled. I hear don't reconnect with... No. Yeah, moving on. Let's just move on. Leo, Neptune retrograde in Aries. You have teachability. You could definitely be viewed as a teacher at this time with intentionality. Are you being intentional? Clarify intentionality, because it's giving like, are you being intentional with your words, with your communication? The tongue is being highlighted at this time. But also, are you being intentional on the reality that you see for yourself and desire to create for yourself? You have wandering between realms, straddling roads. Okay, Leo. You're learning a very valuable life lesson at this time. You're learning you're seeing. It's like you're learning and you're experiencing what it's like to not be intentional, to have a heavy heart, to remain in confusion and the what ifs and that in limbo energy. I feel like you're heavily focused on releasing the past. Clarify for Leo. Adaptability. Spirit is highlighting where you're settling in life. I'm also hearing being settled in life. Yeah, Spirit is showing you where you're doing areas in your life where you're doing it because you think it's the status quo, but you are the heart chakra. So if your heart is not aligned with it, it's like you're literally having to drag yourself to do it. And it's a teachable moment that when enough is enough, it's enough. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, a lot of you are changing, transitioning. You're becoming wiser with teachability being here. With forgiveness, a lot of people may feel like they're forced to align with your program, with choices and consequences in reverse and adaptability. Also just feel like you're in this new becoming of a new you. And so, you know, things you were once inspired by could be no longer inspirational. Things that you once surrendered to, you're now taking control of. Yeah, and now you have movement toward adventure upright. I also feel like you're separating yourself from people that are unintentional, people that are angry, people that are boastful. people that want to control you, like all of that is being eliminated. Anything else for Leo? Yeah, experiencing life as it comes is over. You're done accepting. Yeah, and now you're moving toward overflow and plenty and surrender. Instead of trying to control how that overflow and plenty comes to you, you're telling Spirit you're open to receiving, and you're doing that by your actions as well and your determination. Anything else for Leo, for Neptune retrograde in Aries? There's more fun coming into your life. Again, you're outside more, especially if you've been in hermit mode. Neptune is pushing you outside. You're not meant to not interact with the crowd. You are healing energy. But at the same time, you have to know when it's time to, you know, heal you. There could be, you could definitely be struggling between work and play. Your patience is being tested. There's going to be a lot of situations where you are required, you have the knowledge and the tools to figure it out yourself, and Spirit is going to ensure that you figure it out yourself. Yeah, with angel numbers confirmation, I do feel like you're heavily protected, but there's also a shift happening with you spiritually. Yeah, I feel like you are becoming this divine enlightened being, and you are healing. You're definitely assisting with healing people, whether you realize this or not. You're definitely restoring hope as well, whether you realize this or not. A lot of people are inspired by you. But it's like all of the love and light that people get from you, Spirit wants you to start giving that to yourself. I love you. Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Let's see what Neptune retrograde in the Aries got going on for you. Virgo. Ooh, you have the Chariot. Okay. Some of you could be moving. You could be getting a new car. You could be, some of you I'm seeing like, what is that, RV? Yeah. All right, but the Chariot, there's for a moment, there could be healing in a certain dynamic that has been very conflicting and confusing for you. Ace of Air. I do feel like a lot of truths are being expressed by you, and you are expressing a lot of truth. It's giving heavy energy on the truth. The truth shall set you free, and that's what Neptune retrograde in Aries is giving. With equilibrium being here, you're starting to notice more balance in your life. With temperance, you're starting to know more. It's giving angelic presence, but also you're definitely focused on healing connections, the truth, release. It's a lot of release here. You're focused on, it's like the old you versus the new you. Yeah. With perfection here, you're definitely on your Virgo shit, Virgo, okay? Dotting your I's, crossing your T's, but I feel like your Spirit is showing you where you're too hard on yourself, and you definitely need to give yourself more grace. You have stability. Some of you could be getting a new home, a new car, moving. You could... You have wealth in reverse. There could be a huge financial investment that you're going to view as a loss. But I don't... It's like anything that if you think it's a loss, you will recoup. But don't focus on it as a loss. Focus on the investment, but there's need to be mindful of your investments, what you invest in, especially when it comes to a home and a car specifically. Where you are planting your roots is very important. Something about being trapped where you are the next, I'm saying 10 years specifically, especially this could be something you're planning to do in 2026, and since that's a 10-year. Yeah. Leo season. if you are thinking about purchasing a what is this? Why is the sun in reverse? Something isn't going to turn out the way that you hope. That's what it's giving. Yeah, the sun in reverse is being clarified by the mother of earth. It's a lot of focus on money, stability, home, family roots, truth. I didn't mean to say purpose, but I almost spoke purpose. But forward movement, clearing the smoke, clearing the atmosphere, having full clarity of your life, of the people around you, their intentions, having clarity on their intentions. Yeah, there is a huge financial shift happening, but it's not going to last long, okay? I'm saying the word plummet. Like the stock market could fall. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying something about finances plummeting, but it's coming back up. Yeah, power. Something is, I'm saying unbalanced scales, Libra energy. Could be clearing up some financial karma. Yeah, definitely with Page of Swords in reverse. And then joy. Once you do, though, it'll be over. Yeah, you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're going to have to kick out a pretty penny for something, but you will recoup and all will be well. Virgo. For some of you, it's an unexpected expense. Here's suspense. Mother of Water, which would be the Queen of Cups. Virgo, Neptune, retrograde in Aries. Equilibrium in reverse. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Mother of Water upright. Truce in reverse. Equilibrium in reverse. You could be having issues with your mother throughout this transit. You could feel like she's not giving the motherly archetype, okay? You could feel like your mother is making things very difficult for you. They're wanting to combat you. They are very self-absorbed at this time. They refuse to compromise with you. I don't know. It's giving very self-serving energy, which is creating a lot of conflict, friction. Or your children could feel this way about you. Yeah, failure here. There could be issues with family, friends. There could be a breakup. Whatever is shattering right now when it comes to connections, that's because whoever that person is, I hear, took too much from you. It's like they're showing me vampiric energy. Yeah, the Daughter of Water. Who is this? Virgo. It's a lot of water energy here. The Ace of Water, the Mother of Water, the Daughter of Water. Your opposite is water. You could definitely be heavily in your Pisces energy throughout this time. I mean, Neptune is Pisces ruling sign, your opposite. But yeah, there's deception. You could catch, there's something about, yeah, so there's this mother-daughter dynamic. Water energy, though. Someone's very deceptive in this. This could, what the fuck is cosplay? Oh, fuck. How long we been here? Let me set this. I forgot to start the timer. Let me restart. Okay. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick and then we'll move on. Cosplay means an activity and performance art in which participants wear costumes and fashion accessories to represent a specific character. Dressing up as a character from a movie, book, or video game. I don't know. Something about cosplay and deception. It's like a fake-ass money scheme. Yeah, wealth, a fake-ass money scheme. Be mindful of that. Somebody could be pimping their kids out too. I don't know what the fuck this is, but the fool, the baby. I'm moving on. Neptune retrograde is highlighting some sick shit. Okay, Virgo. It's like you trying to live your best life, and then here we go. But money is involved in this bullshit. That should just low-key piss me off. Virgo. Neptune retrograde in Aries. Possibility for union. I don't know how it wanted to come out. Herald of change. You could notice that someone that you're dealing with, a friend, a partner, lover, co-worker, someone is just not changing. Yeah, I split the deck to skull endings. Your friendship circle is shifting. The more that you reconnect to your true self, the more people fall to the wayside throughout this transit for you. Spirit is showing you who truly rides for you and who is fake as fuck around you. Yeah, you're also getting more into meditation, more into the energy of mindfulness throughout this transit. With the fates and watchers, you're going to realize something you're involved in truly does not serve you, does not help you. There is a new beginning happening for sure. Some of you could find out that you're having a daughter unexpectedly as well. That's random, I know. But you have new beginnings, revelation, time to replenish. You could definitely be forced out of a situation. Again, everything that's being removed from you, they were taking and sucking taking too much from you energetically and sucking too much from you energetically. This could be someone you're sexually involved with, interacting with, I don't know, doing business with, but they're unhealthy for you. Yeah, balancing act in reverse. There's an imbalance here, and spirit is removing it. Something could go down during the nighttime. Yeah, but also crown games are use of power. Spirit is watching how you manipulate, Virgo. Spirit is highlighting your manipulation. And yeah, ego sublimination in reverse. And then you have sacred covenant contract. A lot of you manipulate energy when instead of it's like you be trying to play God when there is a God, and spirit sees this, and anytime you do that throughout this transit, you're going to feel the backfire of that immediately, okay? Or if it's not, it's going to be a very slow backfire, okay? Which is, I hear, is going to be even more painful. But again, it's all on how you choose to utilize your power depending on the outcome. All right, anything else for this Neptune retrograde and Aries transit for Virgo? You have fun in reverse. You could feel like there's a lot to do. There's a lot on your plate. You could feel like there's not much opportunities for fun throughout this transit. You could feel like you have to make your opportunities, create them for yourself in order to have some, I hear, traction. With focus, it's like you're focused on what you already got going on versus doing anything new, building anything new. But it's also highlighting where you don't have fun, where you don't have action. It's like where you think you're living life and you're truly not living, you're existing. That's being highlighted at this time. Where you're too focused, yeah, that's ending. Existing versus living energy is ending for you. Yeah, that's not aligned with your destiny, with Palm Destiny in reverse, okay? Final message for Virgo. Anything else? Oh, love is on the bottom. So release what doesn't feel good to you. And I feel like Neptune is highlighting an illusion. All the illusions where you think it feels good, but there's truly no hope. Okay? God bless. God bless. I love you. All right, Libra. Hi, Libra. All right, let me start the timer. And let us see what is happening with this Neptune retrograde and Aries transit for you. 10:17. The flame. All right. Libra placements. Neptune retrograde in Aries. What's happening? You have deception in reverse. You're the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I feel like you're calling shit out for some of you. You're keeping a lot of shit too. All right, let's just go. Deception in reverse, Libra. Ooh, Ace of Air in reverse. That's the Ace of Swords, which would be the truth not being revealed. Oh, this is about to be interesting. Neptune retrograde. Retrograde in Aries. Wheel of Fortune. Where people have been lying to you, that energy is being exposed. Where you have been lying to people, that energy is being exposed. Where you have been disconnected from yourself, you're becoming reconnected to yourself. Where you feel like, you know, you're meant to experience pain, you're about to see a cycle shift and experiencing pleasure with that energy. There is a passion that's being reignited, but I really don't like this deception and Ace of Air in reverse. It's giving like, what's that shit called? Funny business? I don't know. Why do I see funny Marco in my mind when I said that? Can you just give me more on this deception and Ace of Swords in reverse for the Libra? Okay. So this is in regards to work. With the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So with the Page of Pentacles, this is giving, I hear new assignment. So when it comes to work and anything new that may be beginning throughout this transit for you, there's a need to approach it, I hear, like diplomatic, but then politics is full of lies, right? But there's a need to really approach it with honesty. Like, I don't know, it's like if you get the job out of deception, you will become known for being deceptive. Does that make sense? Like, it's like what you intend to cover up will be revealed. Or it's like if you, yeah, it's like, you know, when you fill out a job application for something, and then it's like you have a record, but then you put on the application you don't have a record, and then they run your shit, and then they find out. It's like that's just an example, you know. I don't know what it is, okay? But it feels like someone's not playing fair, and I don't fuck with the word fair, because what the fuck is fair? What is it? But when it comes to Libra energy, fairness does exist, okay? Which is why, you know, scales have the ability to be balanced. But with deception in reverse is positive. This could also represent self-deception, you know, to switch it up a little bit. So, yeah, versus being deceptive towards someone else, you could definitely be deceptive towards yourself, because the Ace of Swords is a representation of your energy. And with this Son of Earth, it's kind of like, you know, you may be deceiving yourself. You could be struggling with imposter syndrome. That's the best way to simplify it without giving you a drawn out explanation. Lying to yourself about what you're able to achieve, thinking that you are like a small fry in something when really you're the shit in something, you know? Because you have the Wheel of Fortune upright followed by that energy, and this Daughter of Fire is like, if truly you believe, it's like there's this type of energy where, what the fuck is that? I don't know what this is. I don't like that. Hold on. Okay. Thought we was about to have to change the music. Okay, anywho, we're good. It's showing parts of the world where people was walking. I don't know those energies. Anywho, but yeah, there. What the fuck was I saying? Something with the Daughter of Fire and the imposter syndrome. Just, it's like knowing you can achieve. Oh, hold on, it's coming back. There was something else. The donkey and Shrek. Thank you, Spirit. It's like there's something, you've been in the energy of Shrek. You need to get into the energy of the donkey. Okay? Okay? And you know, Shrek was all, it's like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay? And donkey was like, have a little fun, loosen up, you know? Yeah. All right, what else for Libra throughout Neptune, retrograde in Aries? Ooh. Ooh. You have the Tower. Damn. What is happening? I don't know what's happening with Neptune and the parents, but it's starting to be very loud in this all sign reading. Okay, what else? Very interesting. So with the Daughter of Fire being here, there is definitely a new spark that's coming because you're ending with the Ace of Fire. Some of you, if you don't want kids, you might be surprised to learn that you do. That's just random. Because I'm getting that with these two daughters here and all of these dolphins and this joy card. But then, yeah, the Mother of Fire is giving, because your opposite is Aries, and this transit is in Aries. So it's giving that you really want to control. You see how her face is like very stern, and you see how he's trying to control the shit that's just falling the fuck apart. And it's like, you're trying to control and assert how is it an outcome to your life, or like control the flow of something. But I just hear you, the way you're trying to do it, you can't do that. It's kind of like giving a misuse of power, It's like if it's written in the fucking stars for you, right? If this contract was agreed to before you got here, it's like now you want to live a life of renege. Like, no, this damn lock is annoying me. But yeah, this is, if you've been living a life of reneging in something, you're about to, there's a light that's going to be sparked for you to step into that. I hope that makes sense. Also, where you've been emotionally disconnected, you're about to be emotionally connected as well with this Daughter of Fire. A lot of some of you, if you struggle with immaturity on any level, there's some maturity coming in, especially going from the Daughter of Fire to the Mother of Fire. This is growing up or experiencing a situation in life that really causes you to grow the fuck up. Because, some people consider age to be a benefactor. Some people consider life experience to be a benefactor, And yes, with age comes wisdom, but if you've never done shit with your life, like if you just stayed in one place your whole damn life and just went to work and went back home, I would not take advice from you, So it's like that experience versus age, Or it's like if I've watched you just entertain painful relationship after painful relationship, when it's something that I've done to remove myself from, it's not something or someone I would take advice from. That's just me though, but I feel like you're about to tap into the energy too. Also, with the way I just put the cards in my lap, I do feel like there's, I don't know what you got going on. Because now I'm being drawn back to Deception in reverse and Ace of Swords. You're not as expressive. That's what it's giving. But again, where you've been disconnected, you are reconnecting. And that could explain that daughter energy too, because it could be very foreign, very new to you. Everyone is getting bravery in reverse. What the fuck is the collective scared of? Y'all scared of Trump? Politics, the world? No, I get it, because some people really do give a fuck. So I'm not going to lack compassion. But there is a God, I really don't know what to say to encourage you. Outside of, you can truly choose your reality. You can choose what you tune into and choose what you tune out of. And controlling what you tune into and tune out of can truly reflect on your mental health, you know, and other things. How you live your life in freedom versus fear. For me personally, never mind. But no, I'll say it for me personally, honey. The color of my skin is enough, okay? I don't need the extra shit to aid to the shit I already have with what I was born with in this world. So I just choose a different reality. And I feel like the reality I choose is my purpose versus the outside world. Because the outside world can truly be fucking discouraging, okay? And what fucking life is that to live? I just know. I've been there. It's not a good feeling. All right, back to you. Who is this? Libra. Bravery is in reverse. Father of fire. Scare money don't make no money, okay? That's what that is. Yeah, victory is in reverse. Also, there could be something that you really want throughout this time that you could be rejected. Yeah, temperance is here. Heavy energy on... It depends. It really depends, because for some of you, the reason why you were rejected is due to a lack of authenticity. For others of you, the victory that you thought you were going to experience, or even the bag that you thought you were going to gain, is not going to be that. You know, this bravery in reverse is giving, definitely do your research. Do your research, okay? And check in with your spirit team to see if it's aligned. You know, a lot of times when it look good and sound good, we just go all in versus having the discernment, having those conversations, really being able to delegate and take time to make those decisions versus feeling rushed. It's like, take your fucking power back, okay? All right, and don't allow the no's that you receive to cause you to feel less than in any form of fashion, okay? Libra, I'm definitely extending my time. I am not honoring my 12 minutes tonight. It's so good. You have groupthink in reverse. Overflow, overwhelming plenty. Sacred contract. So Libra placements for some of you, where you treat money like a god, is being highlighted at this time. And if you are one of those people, God will teach you a lesson. That's the best way I'll say that. Especially with sacred contract being in reverse, there's a lot of focus on money. I don't know. For some of you, I don't know who you are. Somebody, though, has, like, they've never given back. It's like they've never given to the homeless. They've never given to Goodwill. I don't know. This could be someone that had a privileged life. I really don't know. But it's like that Neptune retrograde is really showing you the illusion that you have been living in. You know, it's like when the fucking, it's like when shit started getting extremely, I don't want to get into that, but when people act oblivious to shit that happens every day, you know? And it's like choosing to ignore it because it's not their life. But this is also connected to a lack of gratitude as well. But it feels like having to learn a lesson through loss, which most lessons are learned through loss. But this one is different. It's not for all of you. But also, where you are not honoring your contracts to spirit, your money will be affected. Where you are following the crowd versus being autonomous and an individual, your money will be affected. Okay? Okay. Yeah, Crown Games or Use of Power card is showing itself for everyone. It's going to be a lot of abuse of power highlighted at this time too, just collectively, globally. All right, anything else for Libra? tree ancestry? What about it? My eyes drew into where it says honoring, what does it say? Honoring your root, honoring our roots. You have tree ancestry key opportunity. So there is an opportunity coming when it comes to, I don't know which roots this is, spiritual roots or physical roots, because you know we have a physical bloodline and we have a spiritual bloodline. Some of you may have an opportunity to take in a family member, to help a family member. It really feels like this is connected to giving back. Or you may have the opportunity to bless someone in your family. Sometimes the keys that open doors in life are not always physical, you know? It's not always a physical object. Sometimes it's just like, you know, knowing that you have someone that will show up for you, that support system. Not everyone has that, you know. A lot of, for some people, their support system specifically is their spiritual team. But for you, because there's a key here, it feels more physical. It's a house key specifically. Someone could invite you into their home. I don't know, but there's something about family home opportunities, or a family home may be passed down to you. But it feels like, you know, you should look up 1742. I just keep looking at the numbers. Look up what the year 1742, Libra, and what happened. But also for a lot of you, there could be, I don't know, for some reason I'm getting the housing market, but the housing market could be about to crash, honey, and you could be about to invest for the family. I don't know, something like that. All right, I love you. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow, Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. All right, let's see. Neptune retrograde in Aries for you. I'm tired. But the show shall go on. We're almost done. Scorpio. We got like another hour. Daughter of Water, the Page of Cups. Why do I hear Mariah Carey, One and Only? Is that the song? Yeah, that's the song. Scorpio, Neptune retrograde in Aries. What's I hear I also hear it's about to go down. You have the Mother of Air, you have the Ace of Fire. Who is this, Scorpio? The Father of Fire. It's a lot of family shit. What else? The Hermit in reverse, Perfection in reverse. Some of you have and or had a praying grandmother. That's very loud right now. You have work upright. All right. So, Scorpio, Neptune retrograde in Aries, honey. Definitely a bright new idea. Okay, you are excited about something, passionate about something. But perfection in reverse, you know, we have discussed your control issues before, you know. And it's interesting because you have Hermit in reverse next to the Three of Pentacles, which in this deck, it's the work card. So Three of Pentacles is, it's like having to, being presented with, do I do it solo or do I work with others? Now, Hermit is in reverse, so that's saying do not do it solo. With this upright, this is saying work with others, with the honeybees, right? And it's like, you know, do it with, I hear it as equal opportunity versus just trying to control the show. Whatever this collaboration is, though, it just feels like everyone's kind of in a different age group, or it's just everyone has different levels of expertise in a sense. Also, something that you're working on, I feel like you're becoming, there's something that truly takes time to build, you know? It's like a steel card versus a plastic card. But you want something to be of steel, but you're trying to rush it like plastic, metaphorically speaking. So just be mindful of that. Also, you're going to notice that working with others really does alleviate your, help your workload. I keep saying alleviate, and I don't even know if I'm fucking using the word right, but yeah. I've said it in almost every sign. But yeah, there is something exciting coming. But with perfection, something's not going to go. It's like you could have an entire plan from A to Z, baby. And it's like you could be putting all of your energy into that plan going into A to Z. But there's a disruption here. And there's a disruption where you're going to need help. Also, perfection in reverse is also a representation of the Four of Wands in reverse, so you could definitely be moving. Okay, y'all could be moving out of a mother or father house because you got the mother of air here and the father of fire here. Also, this is a side, if you feel like throughout this Neptune retrograde that you are going through a spiritual battle, you are. I don't know. This is very different. It's very unique, but I'm just follow me, okay? I don't know what's going on with your ancestry spiritually, but there's division. There is definitely division here, and I don't know what the fuck is going on, okay? I feel like on an ancestral level, you have two ancestors, a feminine and masculine, that prefer to not work with each other, that are being asked to work with each other. Because in the middle of both of these people is the Ace of Fire, okay? Okay? Okay. You see? Okay. So, and the Hermit is a very spiritual card as well, but it's in reverse. But I feel like it's definitely giving as above, so below. But it's also giving you're the common denominator. So I'm also getting you need to regulate. Okay, I don't know. Take that how it resonates, but you need to regulate that. I don't know. But it's also like a lesson of compromise as well. It's just very deep, okay? Compromise on a spiritual level, compromise on a physical level, because as above, so below. There could also be in some type of collaboration where people are walking on top of each other. Everyone has a fucking, the ego is crazy. But yeah, power on the bottom. There's a power struggle here. But you're being asked to work through it and not cut it off. Especially if you're the type to cut shit off. No, this is not. You're not going to be able to solve the same problem every way all the time, beloved. Alright. Do not start the fucking timer. Hold on. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, Scorpio. Yeah, cruelty, that's the Nine of Swords. Feeling pulled in multiple directions. You're making a lot of... Be mindful. Some of you are making commitments to shit you're not honoring. I hope I'm saying that right. Because you have work, then it's followed by cruelty and repletion. What the fuck? But all in the word of, or the energy of fulfillment, with the Mother of Water here. And who are these people? Who is this, Scorpio? Yeah, this would be you. Who is the Mother of Air and the Father of Fire? Again, they could be ancestors. It could be, I don't know. Or it's like your grandparents could be beefing. I don't know. It's some people, like, you should know how to work out your problems respectfully. But it's like you're the mediator, if that makes sense. I don't know. I guess we're onto something. What are you stressed out about? What is this? What's going on? Cruelty wanted to stay on the board. Neptune retrograde in Aries for Scorpio. Nine of Swords. Oh, that's an illusion. Ooh. Pisces, the moon. Hold on. So you're in two minds about something. It could be about two people. Hold on. You know how Meg Thee Stallion had her song Pose, Pose? I hear T, T. Oh no. What is this for Scorpio throughout Neptune retrograde in Aries? But we have Gemini energy here, your energy, Scorpio, and Pisces. The Tower in reverse, happiness. Okay, that's positive. But the Tower is... I feel like the Tower upright, you'll be able to see the destruction to come. The Tower in reverse is you don't see. And the Moon upright would represent it's definitely fucking hidden. There's happiness upright. So, hold on. What's the illusion? Because you got the Sun of Water in reverse too. So I asked, what's the illusion? The illusion is stability. Here, a good time, not a long time. Yeah, interference. What's the interference? Six of Wands. Victory. So you don't trust someone. Because clarifying victory is temperance. You could feel like a fire sign is creating interference when it comes to something that your heart wants. Yeah. But you have illusion here. And then the illusion is connected to, I hear, unnecessary stress. But something has not been revealed to you, Scorpio. What else? Success is upright, comfort is sideways. So something is stalled. Whatever this is, it's in regards, there's a partnership that's stalled. Okay? With the universe being in reverse, something is not completely over, but the Eight of Wands is in reverse, that's stalled. Okay? At a stop, at a halt, at a pause. Comfort is not knowing which way, which direction to go. Do you feel like you have to choose? I don't know what the fuck this is. Failure. I feel like Spirit's making the choice because the people are not. Yeah, nobody's doing anything. So it's like nature's about to take its course. Yeah, change. I don't know. Can you clarify what Scorpio is unaware of before we move on? Because I'm curious. You're unaware of the defeat that's coming. And you have the Ten of Swords. There, defeat and destruction. I'm going to leave it alone. Because I feel like I'm wasting energy. Yeah. Ace of Cups and bravery. Someone's going to push through anyway. God bless. Moving on. Hi, love. How much time we got? What is this, Scorpio? Neptune retrograde in Aries for Scorpio. Temperance is angels. It came out on top of the Six of Wands, which is victory. So it feels like you have the possibility to save yourself from a situation. But it feels like you don't trust the messenger. That's what it feels like. Oh, my nose is itching. Yeah, you don't want to surrender. You would rather just go with the flow to see what happens with experiencing life as it comes. Then now I'm getting like, it's like going back to like ancestors arguing or whatever the fuck is going on with that. It's like there's one lineage, I don't know, it's giving me two different lineages now. And it's like one lineage wants someone to have compassion and the other lineage is like, fuck no, I don't know. But yeah, there's a need, I don't know, you're just going to learn a lesson. You have well song resonating. It's not going to be through a human, it's going to be through spirit. Yeah, the universe is your partner. You have transmuting pain. And it's sideways reverse as well as crown games, right use of power, sideways reverse. But they both fell on top of resonating, okay? So I'm on to something, I don't know, Scorpio, but you'll know. Yeah, dream thief, refusal of the call. You're not listening. All right. You're being very stubborn at this time. I feel like that's what's frustrating spirit the most, is stubbornness. Yeah. What the fuck? Hold on. What came out first? Okay. Yeah, clarity and organization in reverse. So be mindful of the chaos that presents itself. Again, the chaos that presents itself, you're being asked to sort it out. I don't know why, but that's very loud for you. There's definitely new opportunities coming. That card wanted to be seen. We just covered that. You have gestation period, winter's dream. So Neptune retrograde in Aries is very active for you, but there is an imbalance between rest and work, okay? Like, make sure you're eating, make sure you're sleeping, make sure you're drinking water, you know? Make sure you're spending some quiet time in the sun, okay? No phone, shit like that. You have both step forward and cosmic womb, the divine feminine. So a lot of you are taking a step forward into your north node, but this is after a period of pause. With empty well, time to replenish, there's a period of stillness, and then it's like, okay, when spirit says we are fully recharged, then this is giving on to the next. But this is connected to whatever this opportunity is, but there's a need to truly heal and align your mind, body, and soul. Now, when I did that reading with the chakras, I don't know which one, but I remember you were the first sign to have all 7 chakras show themselves. But as I mentioned yesterday in the other reading, something has definitely changed. All right, I gotta go. Anything else for Scorpio? Anything else? I'm getting wisdom avoids disruption, but know which voice is wisdom and which voice is ego. You have disruption in reverse, mirror reflection. Neptune is shining a very bright light. I hear it's hard to see. And then you have angel numbers confirmation. You're not listening, Scorpio. You're not paying attention to the mirroring effects. You're not listening. It's like, even if something is mirrored to you, your response is, that ain't got shit to do with me, when it really has everything to do with you. That is ego. Trust me, I fucking know, okay? And what I'm saying really is all love. It really is. What spirit is doing, it is all love. But this is, when your ego is not checked like this, this is a downfall on your face. Like, it's like you build and you build and you build, and then it all falls down. And it's like, to avoid all of that, you need to learn certain lessons now before you achieve certain positions of power. I hope that makes sense. I gotta go. Love you, Sag. Hi, Sag. All right, let's see. Neptune retrograde in Aries for you. Oh, let me start the timer. Let me be mindful. Okay. Hold on. Did I do it? Okay. Okay. Sagittarius. Why do I hear R&B Thug? Ha! By R. Kelly. Just a R&B thug, babe. Trying to get some ass, babe. Do you want a thug, babe? I know how to separate the music from the artist, okay? And if you listen, he told y'all what he was on, okay? But that's not the point. No, that is the point. So Sagittarius, Neptune retrograde, honey, if you don't know how to read in between the lines, if you haven't mastered that, feel like you are. Sorry, I had to put my shoes back on. Okay, feel like you are mastering reading in between the lines, okay? Unspoken word, unspoken communication, what they didn't say, okay? Yeah, you see the moon? Okay, what they didn't say is what matters. All right, Sag, Neptune retrograde in Aries. I feel like you're more tapped in than you realize, or that's being affirmed to you. It's like you may know you can do a little something, but it's like I don't know why I see. Oh my God. Something going on outside. All right, Sag, Neptune retrograde in Aries. What's happening? The Mother of Fire, the Queen of Wands. Conflict is in reverse. The Daughter of Fire in reverse. The Magician, the Magus upright. Attention, success. Yeah, definitely. There's attention coming. It's not present. Deception in reverse. Hallelujah. Torments in reverse. So baby, you're about to, Neptune retrograde in Aries is bringing a breakthrough, okay? That's to simplify the reading. Yeah, abundance, it's incoming though. And King of Cups, there's a lot of wish fulfillment coming in, but in the process of that, a lot of conflict is being removed, a lot of deception is being removed, a lot of I'm getting self-torment, but it's more so like the way that you discipline yourself or restrict yourself. I don't know. It's very hard, rough. It's connected to your childhood, okay? Whatever it is, it's unhealthy as fuck, okay? You are doing your best to balance and master your divine feminine and your divine masculine, no matter what is matter? No matter if you're man or woman. Is mother a word? I don't think it is. Oh, it is. Mother is most commonly Mother most commonly refers to an ancient Irish drinking vessel, particularly for med. It's a wooden four-handled cup or bowl, historically used in communal settings. It can also refer to a company specializing in Web3 education and technology, to a company focused on laboratory equipment, particularly ultra low temperature freezers. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Hold on, it's a Metro Academy. Oh, it's for crypto NFTs. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. Some of you could be Irish. Don't have to be. Okay. Don't know how Mother connects to you. However, there is. Oh, yeah. You have abundance and success here. But I do feel like a lot of you are healing generational issues on the mother and father side, which is also connected to you balancing that feminine and masculine energy that you have within you. You are learning a lot as well with knowledge being here. I think that's, what is that? Mercury in Aquarius. All right, let's move on. you're changing something. Feels like you're about to rebel against something. You're definitely going to clarify. Who are you about to leave behind? That's connected to that rebelling. You're done giving grace to someone. You're done giving to someone. You're done being compassionate. You're done being committed. Yeah, someone is not changing. But then you have Emperor and Equilibrium. Feels like everything false in your reality is being removed as well. Feels like also, I feel like it's giving like you're Neo and you have a Morpheus coming to guide you. With this Father of Water being in the center above the Magician. Like this is giving the Morpheus energy. And then I feel like you're using the word no a lot too. And if you have children, I don't know, it just feels like you're not supporting, like people, you're not supporting people that refuse to support and help themselves, okay? I hope that makes sense. But you're also, I feel like you're calling a lot of people out on their deception, how they create conflict for themselves, for you. I don't know, it feels like you're just speaking up. Alright, what else for, who is it, Sag? Yeah. Sag for Neptune, Retrograde, and Aries. I hear what God has for me, it is for me. Like, on, ooh, shit, on your behalf. Oh, okay. I'll be fucking up my wall, okay? And then I'll be using the magic eraser to clean it. Okay. My damn OCD. Alright, let's move on. I don't even know what, I just put everything back. So let's just repull Sag. Success again. We're about to switch decks. What? The sun? Sun? Who speaks, honey, someone is not from the US of A, okay? Because I don't know what the fuck is coming out of my damn mouth, all right? All right. So you have, okay, success here, the sun, the daughter of water upright, deception in reverse, the tower upright. One more, please. Damn. Defeat is in reverse. Who's this, Sag? There's a lot of people around you that are afraid to lose you. Lose you as a friend, lose you as whatever position that you play. I don't think you realize the value that you bring to certain tables. But again, that's all about to change. A lot of you don't even realize how you are currently self-sacrificing in ways where you truly don't have to self-sacrifice. I also feel like someone is about to pour into you in a way you've never been poured into before throughout this transit as well. Also, with the tower, a lot of you like to keep old doors open. Like, it's like you like to leave a fucking crack, okay? Those are about to be sealed shut, okay? Truly. All right, there's no room for deception or defeat or anything contributing to that energy to enter. All right, let's switch decks. Sagittarius. You're getting rid of a lot of shit, okay? If you have been in the energy of hoarding, you're about to be, what is it? Minimalistic. You're simplistic, but if more so minimalistic. Yeah. Repairing the mind, body, and spirit. I feel like a lot of you are getting into or developing new healthy routines, spiritual routines for yourself. You're learning how to cleanse and protect your energy frequently. There's something about the the frequency of something, how often you do something. It feels like it's about to be very much like ritualistic for you. Definitely very sovereign in your energy throughout this transit. And I do feel like the word no is motivation to you, as it should be. I hear heavy by Gucci as I say that, yeah. And then the disowned self. So you are going through, I guess the world will call this an identity crisis. I don't, but you are going through an identity transformation. Some of you could be a snake in the year of the snake. You don't have to be, but it feels like you're very connected with that snake energy, with this root girl, the disowned self. A lot of you are also, you could be detaching from certain family members, shit that you are getting into. People could disown you too. Respectfully, fuck them, okay? That's what I say. I stand on that, and God is my witness, okay? Don't allow that. I don't know, the reason I'm saying that is because whoever this is that could be like disowning or rejecting you, you truly do value their opinion. You truly do value their place in your life. And it's kind of like relinquishing too much power, which is why this is being dismantled for you to take your power back. But don't allow it to leave you in the energy of defeat, because that's what whoever is doing this to you wants you to be in. Okay, so it's like that same energy that you have with no, have that same energy with whatever this is, to continue to move forward. Again, movement toward adventure, okay? Okay. You have a meditation and stillness in reverse. I do feel like it's not, this transit is very active for you. There's a lot of moving pieces, a lot changing at one time. It's like slowly but surely, if that makes sense. It's like not a new fucking shift every fucking day, okay? But it's like, damn, yeah, closing door completion. Stop. Did I tell you stop leaving the door cracked? I think I did. I don't know, but heavy energy on walking away and walking forward and away and never looking back. You have the power of community in reverse and diving into a task. Stop trying to figure out why these people don't fuck with you. Fuck them. I don't know. That's the theme. I feel like the more that you are into you, the more people seem to have a problem with you and are very opinionated about you. And Yo Gotti said, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping yet. So know that when that energy starts, you are in an energy of popping, okay? Whatever that means for you. And hone in on that. All right, let me do this final card and move on to Capricorn. Yeah, endings again. There's a lot of change, honey. This theme is change. But again, the change is removing the deception, removing the defeat, removing that shit you don't want, okay? Close this out for Sag with, I'm doing Sag right. Yeah, Neptune and Aries. Neptune retrograde in Aries specifically. A lot of you are moving, you're changing homes. Some of you are starting a new family with somebody else somewhere else, okay? Especially if you already have one. One more. A lot's going to change in November for you. And then you have crown personal power as well as enlightenment. But this is 27. You have 20. No. Because this is technically a countdown. 29 is on the board with endings. 28 is crown personal power, and then 27 is lotus flower enlightenment. So you go 11, 10, 9. That's a countdown. This is divine justice. This is karmic. Okay, this is karma. But with the lotus flower and the crown personal power upright, this is working for you and not against you. This is all happening in your favor. Okay. Okay. Love you. See you tomorrow. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, Neptune. Well, what the fuck? We didn't even fucking shuffle. Neptune retrograded Aries for Capricorn. Disappointment is here. Should I put it back? Nope. All right. There's an expectation not being met. That's what this disappointment is, an expectation not being met throughout this transit. also notice that wherever you are, the land is barren. It's not fruitful for you to grow and plant seeds. Also, I don't know what you do for a living, or what you participate in recreationally. Yeah, I said that right. But there could be a drought throughout this Neptune retrograde and Aries transit. But the drought is not due to heat. The drought is due to flood. Either way, what you need won't be able to do. You get what the fuck I'm saying? Okay, thank you. Let's move on. If you know, you know. If not, don't even worry about it. All right. Capricorn. Also, yeah, it definitely feels like people are not meeting your expectations. I'm also getting, if you have children, you don't have to, but specifically if you have children, you could be, I don't know, it's like you're catching someone in a lie. Like, it's like someone, you thought you had the type of connection where they will tell you the truth, but they lie to you, and I feel like that's really fucking with you. It's not for everybody. All right. I don't like this. What the fuck is this? Are you okay? You have disappointment upright, victory in reverse, conflict upright, interference upright. There's a problem here. Are you okay? Capricorn, Neptune retrograde in Aries, what happened? Oh, your comfort is being disrupted. So you're... Oh. Okay, what else? Got it. All right, so let me just want to stop right here, okay? So okay, some of you, because I was just going to simplify it to one person, but for some of you, God has given you a lot of grace with something. A lot of grace. I mean a lot of it. I also feel like God has allowed you to get away with some things too. When I say a lot of fucking grace, I mean a lot of fucking grace, okay? But I do feel like this spread right here is heavily connected to the Saturn retrograde spread, which I'll be doing Friday. But it's giving enough is enough. And that cat, hold on. Is the cat screaming? Because it sounds like the cat scream that happened with one of the all signs that I did when I first moved in here. And yeah. So it's like, okay, God is giving you grace and it's been taken for granted. So now there's a humbling experience unfolding, okay? Respectfully. It's truly respectfully. This is a reflection on treat people and spirit, how you want to be treated consistently. I do feel like this is a lot of conflict with people. There's a lot of conflict when it comes to will versus action. You're definitely being asked to tap into your strength with something to get through to the other side of something. It's kind of like, it just feels like a lesson has not been learned. But the Neptune energy, it's like you've been living in this. It feels like a karmic debt is coming back up that you thought that you would not have to pay. That's what it feels like. Especially with bravery being here. Bravery, I don't know what the fuck. But bravery next to the star, like, don't be scared, have hope. But then you're ending with the Ace of Fire in reverse. And this is like, this is also a reflection of, to read it another way, doing the work and not seeing the fruits of the work, okay? It could be either or. But either way, it feels very karmic. It looks very karmic. It is very karmic. I don't know. There's this question of who controls you too. Like what energies control you? What spirits control you? Damn, strength is in reverse and the ace of air. We're on to the truth. Okay. It feels like this transit is taking you for all you got. Like truly. I'm not trying to be funny. But for this to be collectively, this is, you've been more tapped into the devil energy. This is like, so the devil is two energies. You have the devil and then you have Samael. So instead of being in Samael energy, when Spirit gives you grace after grace after grace, you have been maneuvering in the energy of the devil, which is your card, but it's your shadow self. And it's like, you know, thinking that certain toxic patterns or ways are, it's funny or it's comical or it's, you know, entertaining or whatever the fuck it is, but thinking it's okay, something is okay when it's not. And this is a representation of too many people have been affected in a negative way for this to continue to go on. So something is being shut down for this to not go on and for a lesson to be learned. And this is heavily connected to, whether spiritually, physically, or both, treat people how you want to be treated. It feels like somebody's ancestors are mad as fuck, but it's more so like it's God, okay? But no, it's there are many people. I'm getting many lineages, but many people that are affected by this. And that have had to be brave and truly heal from you, Capricorn. That's the depths of it. Like what people have had to go through to heal from you. Okay? Okay, let's clean this up. Let's move on. Honey, the fucking time. Hold on. I gotta stop cussing like that. Where are we? How long have I been here? 8 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna put 5 on the timer to give some grace. See, I'm gonna give you some grace. I am. Taurus energy could be involved. I don't know. All right. Very interesting. Where do you done been through 9 signs already. You're the 10th one. You're the only one to get one like that so far. So got Aquarius and Pisces to go. All right, Capricorn, Neptune, retrograde, Aquarius. Do you have anything else to say before we switch decks? Hanged Man, there's about to be a perspective shift and a loss. Adjustments are required. Some will be forgiving and not everyone will. But I see Rick Ross's album cover, God Forgives, I Don't. So I don't know, Capricorn. Not everyone, yeah. It feels like a lot of people think or feel like you got them fucked up. I don't know. The energy feels very offended. You're rejecting it though. It's cool. There's a lot of fallouts though. A lot of fallouts, a lot of disagreements. You have resonating reverse, initiation reverse, teachability in reverse. Hi Pharaoh, but yeah, I don't know. What card is this? Success. Thank you, Spirit. You see success right underneath obstacles, all right? But you can overcome this, but you have to learn this. You have to grow through it to get through it, okay? You have the power of community. So platforms, certain readers were, how the fuck did these cards get in here? So hold on, let me finish the first statement. Certain platforms, certain readers will be encouragement to you and the light to you throughout this time. But in addition to success being here, you have the sun. So it's like, when spirit's not like humans, okay? You don't have to kill yourself to prove yourself, okay? You are rewarded for effort, but at the same time, you got to work for that. I feel like where things have been given to you, you have to work for it, Capricorn. And you can feel like gold energy all your life you had to work. No, you ain't been putting in no work, okay? Yeah, you've been drifting, experiencing life as it comes. Like, fuck no. This ain't it. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. This is an ancestral pattern, and now it's time for change. Period. Okay. I really do feel like I hear the cat screaming, but it's hard to hear of the music. And the cat be killing frogs and shit. Like, that cat is vicious, and the cat is black and white. And one of its eyes is black. It's cute as shit. It's very different. But that cat done been through some shit. You have divine guidance in reverse, Capricorn. Honestly, I feel like Neptune, I don't know. I don't know what Neptune and God got going on with you. But this is a lesson, okay? I can't iterate that enough. You have community, good luck, divine guidance, and you are going to want to as well as need to lean on your community. But there's also a need to, some of y'all, that attachment energy, you struggle with attachment and detachment. And it's also, this coins in reverse is giving you like to be a beneficiary. I don't know who I'm talking to, but there's no more using and abusing people, energies, what you can gain from them. None of that will continue to live outside of this Neptune retrograde in Aries. Feels like a lot of like energetic parasites are about to die, literally. Hold on, I split the deck too. Where was it? Right here. Power lines energy, and then moon emotions. A lot of you, I hear emotional clinging. Yeah, that's being removed. All right, anything else? Okay, so so you have skull endings in reverse with not relationships upright and patience. Who are you trying to force to? This is like, you be giving people ultimatums. This is a very controlling, manipulative dynamic with endings in reverse, patience in reverse, but not relationships upright. So also, before we leave, Capricorn, what is meant and not meant to be sacrificed when it comes to connections and partnerships is being highlighted at this time. It's like, you're not willing to make the same changes that you want people to make for you. Like, there's this not matching energy, but being in the energy of demand. Does that make sense? God doesn't like it. We didn't say it enough. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow, Aquarius. Hi, Aqua. All right, let's see Neptune retrograde in Aries for you. I should put my food in the oven. No, I'll do this. Aquarius, Neptune retrograde in Aries. What's going on? The Ace of Air, the Ace of Swords upright. Okay, Mother of Fire. That's not what it says. It's Mother of Water, the Queen of Cups upright. You know what's interesting about this? So I feel like Neptune retrograde in Aries is truly highlighting you because you are air energy, but you are also known as the water bearer. So for air energy and the water bearer to be here, you are a theme throughout the transit. All right, let's move on. But here you are again, the star in reverse. Okay. You overthink where you need to dream. Yeah, you overthink where you need to dream. So it's like where you should be curious, you dispel the curiosity with overthinking, if that makes sense. I don't think you, so a lot of you, you're very good at healing others, but you struggle with matching that energy with yourself. You have the father, the father of fire in reverse. I'm interested to see if the mother of fire comes out. But that will be your opposite. Yeah, you're definitely a theme. I feel like you're very, a lot of people think you're self-absorbed, but you're really focused on being a better self, you know? But people that are unaware of the energy would think that you're self-absorbed. Look who came out, honey. Look at her. Yes, she did show herself. I felt her energy. 8 of Wands, swiftness. I feel like this is starting slow. Something starts mental. Okay, so mind you, this transit started July 4th and it lasts until October 22nd. So something began mentally because you have the Ace of Air here, the Ace of Swords. But it's like something is going from mental to emotional with the Mother of Water. Mental, emotional to passionate. But you have the Star in reverse. Hold on. What's this? I'll take that. What's the Star in reverse for Aquarius? For Neptune retrograde in Aries. But it does feel like an energy you're able to give to the outside world that you are truly struggling with matching yourself. Literally, Temperance. I don't think you realize the star power that you have. Star power really isn't the right word, but you literally are the star. But I don't think you believe in the star that you are. Aw. I feel like when you did believe, that belief was cut down. Like, it's like people gave you like, oh, you're big-headed, oh, you're tripping, you know? You have the Hierophant in reverse, the Ace of Earth upright, so the Ace of Pentacles upright, and the Magician in reverse. So you have the Ace of Air and the Ace of Earth. Feels like a mental renewal. A physical renewal too, but physical could represent financially. I do feel like wherever you have your part of fortune in your birth chart is being highlighted at this time. There's a lot of momentum building as well throughout this transit for you. But I do feel like you are flaky with commitments. I ain't gonna hold you. You have interference that landed on... I always take my shoes off crisscross. Anywho, you had interference land on the Ace of Air, the Ace of Swords. Why is there interference with... This is communication, expression. You could feel... Is it suppressed? I hear Rick Ross holding back. Okay. So you have the Ace of Fire now. We have 3 aces out of 4. But then the High Priestess came out in reverse. But it's interesting. The High Priestess is in reverse on top of the Star in reverse. Are you unaware of your own potential? Because now that's what it's giving me. Which ace are we missing? We're missing the Ace of Cups. So it's like, you know, you may have clarity on certain things in life. You may be very clear on what your passions are in life. You know, you may be very well versed in what you want to invest in, what you want to plant seeds in, right? But you're struggling with fully committing to something wholeheartedly, which is connected to why the Ace of Cups is missing for you on this board right now. But there is a heavy energy on being unaware of your own potential, even with the Magician being in reverse, the High Priestess reverse, the Star reverse, the Magician reverse. And baby, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 majors here. We have the Hierophant, Magician, the Star, the High Priestess, and Temperance. Yeah, you have 5 majors here. So 5. It's like you are a big deal, Aquarius, but you don't see yourself that way. Or life isn't reflecting that energy back to you at this time. But it does feel like there's a slow start before it feels like you're going to end with this swiftness, 8 of Wands energy. Yeah, a lot of you are feeling powerless right now. You can feel the change, but it's like you don't see the change. And then underneath is the Chariot and the fucking Wheel of Fortune upright. But yeah, you're trapped in something too. Looks like a lot of you are in the process of breaking free from a mental prison. Some of you, it's the pain of a water sign that came to you, like the pain that you experienced as a child. But it's giving the mother. It doesn't have to be water energy. It's just the mother. You're not meant to know everything, and yeah. Look, King of Air, your energy, the Darter. You see how her arm, like, you know, you're very guarded. You're not meant to know everything. It's like, you know, you could be, your spidey senses are on go, and it's like, why do I feel this way? Why am I getting this? Whatever the fuck. Certain questions are not meant to be answered right now, and I feel like you're developing a sense of acceptance with that. Yeah. You're also learning how to not speak too soon. You're definitely mastering how to knowing when and how to think before speaking, if you haven't mastered that yet. Life has been life, and honey. You see? Honey, I gotta build myself back in the fucking algorithm. But no, life has life. It's a lot going on. But I'm taking control of the energy now because I've been flowing. And then I had my niece for 2 weeks. It was a lot. And then I had her on camera. Spirit didn't want that. So it's just a lot. All right, but we're going to make it through together. You have Covenant, Sacred Contract, Opportunity in reverse. So truly, the opportunities that you want, Aquarius, create them. Okay, we are in the age of Aquarius. What do you want? It's like Spirit is like, you know, bringing you to the boardroom. Okay, what is the situation room? You know, that's government. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is going on in the situation room, but no, spiritually, it's like Spirit is bringing you in the situation room, bringing you to the table to figure out what opportunities you think should be created. Yeah, both step forward. But it's like you already have a seat at the table. But then it's like you're scared to speak at the table when the seat is already yours for you to speak, for you to get comfortable in, all of that, you know? Yeah, both step forward actually came out. So it's like take full advantage of the opportunities that you have. I don't think you're going to literally take advantage in a negative way because you're very timid already. The energy feels very timid, yeah. But ego sublimination, that energy is about to be, that I hear delusion, is about to be shattered on behalf of Neptune. Yeah, experiencing life as it comes in reverse, so taking control. All right, anything else? You're doing things very different from your ancestors. They are proud, shocked, and for some appalled. Like, I don't know why appalled is connected, but they're appalled. But the appalled is more so connected to the shocked energy. So it's like, if you can speak up to them, you can speak up to these people, you know? That's what it's giving, all right? I didn't start the fucking timer again. I don't know what's happening. We gotta go. Hold on, how long we been here? Actually, right on time. We got 1 minute. I'm gonna put it on 2, okay? All right. Yeah, we've been here 11 minutes. You go, Ray. Thank you, God, for the awareness, okay? Keeping me on track. Okay, because we got to get some sleep. All right, what else? For Aquarius, Neptune retrograde in Aries. What's up with that? So, do you have stars again, your energy again, but divine guidance in reverse? Do you not trust yourself? Are you struggling with self-trust? Are you struggling with the worst is over? What you got going on? It feels like you're very you're very involved. You're very hands-on. Like, you wouldn't just, it's like you would be the manager that, if you had a restaurant, if it was your business, like, you would show up and help your employees work. I don't know why this shit is making me emotional, but you're very different. Your heart is very different. You have a heart, okay? So, don't be afraid to express that. Don't be afraid to share your opinion. Like, don't be afraid to be a guiding light either in the way that you feel like you need to be. You're not meant to be the stereotype, okay? Like these people. Also, you could be called to guide, and it's like you're trying to guide, but you're the teacher, we're the students. The students will come when you learn to be affirmative with your boundaries, okay? Because you're not quite affirmative with your boundaries. You be wishy-washy and no. Yeah, but you need to protect yourself. It's a no. Yeah, no, no, no. The timer confirmed a fuck no, okay? You also have 333 here. You're definitely being asked to be patient with something, especially when it comes to social media with this computer being here. As I always say, honey, if you focus on the numbers, depending on where you are in the journey, it'll destroy your self-confidence. But don't overstep your boundaries to get the success and recognition that you're seeking either. I feel like you're aware of this, but there may be a test of this, so just be mindful. Anything else for Aquarius? That's too many. You know, collectively, it's a lot of hate in the atmosphere. It's like, as one party levels up, another party is intimidated, feeling some type of way. When honey, you got shit to do too. Just get up and do it. I feel like with this knot relationships though, I'm getting, because these knots are not tight, but I feel like you're untying a lot of knots within your roots, within your ancestry. And this is taking time as well. So it could feel like, honey, it could just, certain parts or certain times throughout this transit could feel very heavy, very intense. But, you know, this is heavy energy on this, goes beyond you, like so beyond you. I feel like there's one more. All right, last message for Aquarius. And then I gotta use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll finish with Pisces. You have mountain obstacles. It's on top of relationships. I really do feel like there are people that you want to heal things with. It could be in the family. It could be, I don't know. But you desire a certain healing, and you could think that the healing is divinely guided, but it could more so be a pain of yours that's crying out for some attention, you know? I hope that makes sense. Because it's like with fence boundaries, not relationships, Fence boundaries is in reverse. Not relationships is upright. And mountain obstacles. It's like you're trying to move forward. You're trying to move past the mountains that are presented. And it's like you may be willing to move on, but no one else is. Okay? And it's like God is working on this in the meantime. So have patience. You know, go in a different direction for now and just know that you are protected, because with all of the work that you're trying to do, it's like spirit will be damned, like dead ass, and that's not gonna happen. So yeah. Angel numbers confirmation again. But you're very temperance like as well. That's the second time I've seen that card for you. So your energy is showing up as temperance. All right, I gotta pee. Hold on. Be right back. Hold on, I really want a peanut. I'm like addicted to peanuts. Like, it's been this thing since I moved to Georgia. I don't know. Okay. Last but not least, Pisces. Hold on, let me drink. They can't book with me till August. But thank you. But no, I put in the description box too. Everything is getting redone. And then my birthday is coming up, so I gotta get through that first. Let me get through my birthday, and then yeah, we'll be back at it. Oh, it's connected. Okay. Pisces, let me start the timer. See, I almost forgot. Nope. That's 2 minutes. Let me do 12. But you know, I knew today was different. Okay, today was a great day. It's not 12. It's still Wednesday. So, y'all know I feed the birds, right? And I posted the doves for one of the signs. I think it was, I don't know which sign I posted the doves for. But then I looked on my balcony today, and it was a dove on the balcony eating. And that, for me, is just like, what more can I ask for? So, there's a shift in a positive direction. See, all is well. All right, Pisces, I'm done talking, rapping. Let's see what's going on Neptune retrograde and Aries for you. Tomorrow for Uranus and Gemini will be Pisces through Aries. Okay, Pisces, what's going on with Pisces with Neptune retrograde in Aries? You know, Neptune is one of your rulers in addition to Jupiter. Is this supposed to be upright or reversed? Upright, reversed. Okay, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Pisces. Pisces. Okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Mother of Air in reverse, the Queen of Swords, and the Hierophant upright. You're changing your mind about something. Yeah, you're definitely changing your mind about something throughout this transit. See, knowledge came out. Based on the information that you receive is... Hold on, what's the opposite of air is fire. The opposite of earth is water. But then you have earth here, and you have air. Hold on, let me keep pulling, Pisces. So, okay. This is more so of a warning. Just be mindful what you commit to. Especially, like, I don't know, there's something about contracts here. Like, something that is initiated as a verbal contract needs to be a written contract. Like, someone's word does not hold weight. That's what I'm trying to say. Someone's word does not hold weight, and there's a need to have that in writing to protect yourself. This is just intuitive guidance, okay? But you could definitely be changing your mind about an investment that you're making. You can realize that someone... Because Hierophant here is about a commitment. We don't have the Two of Cups or anything. But it feels like you are discovering who you're being gaslit by and where you are being gaslit. Yeah, because you have disappointment with oppression down here. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? What the hell-y? Now there's fire. And this is, I mean, this energy is Scorpio, but you're the fish with this disappointment. Then you have oppression, conflict, fucking cruelty. I can still feel the peanuts. And then you have repletion. What the fuck? What the hell? So it feels like you're in a battle against your own illusions, Pisces. It really does. I also feel like the path to your highest self is being tested at this time. Where you are repleted and depleted is being highlighted at this time for you to... Wherever you are depleted, wherever there's an energetic leak somewhere. Hold on, because I need to get this damn peanut out of my mouth. Okay. But yeah. I also feel like there could be... So with conflict, this is issues with travel, right? And then with depression, honey, somebody could go to jail. Okay, because he is in a cage. He is. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that. Or it's kind of like... This is an extreme, like, emotional reaction to something. But going back to what I was about to originally say, it's like you're trying to, every time you try to come together with something, with this Hierophant, there's conflict. You need to pay attention to that. Also, with Neptune retrograde, I don't think you should be doing candle magic at this time, Pisces. It feels like it's all inner work right now. Like, there's nothing outside of you that needs to be done. If anything, like, if you do like candles, like, I see a pink candle for self-love. That is it, okay? But yeah, or maybe white if you don't have pink. But yeah, nothing more, nothing less. But it needs to be focused on the inner self. Like, Neptune retrograde, and retrogrades always have to do with the internal versus the external. So Neptune, it is you're in a battle against your own fucking illusions, period, with the Emperor. Thank you, God, for the affirmation. But Some of you are very wise and very knowledgeable about something, but not everything. There's something about your mouth, like it's like your mouth. I don't know. I hear your mouth will get you locked up. So this just isn't the time. The tongue is being tested. Thank you, Spirit. The tongue is being tested too. There are consequences for what is spoken. But I'm literally seeing like the feds. When if everyone had just remained calm, we would all be able to go home. You know, but someone chooses to, I hear, not be complicit. Oh my God, my eye is itching again. You have domination here. Yeah, this is a power play, struggle, power, something. But you're fighting, it's like what you need to release the most, you're fighting so hard to keep. And it's like, how is that working out for you? Neptune is really asking, like, how is that working out for you? And it's kind of like, you know, I think this is so toxic, me personally. But you know the statement, like, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. Like, it's kind of like, it's like you're fighting back against Neptune being retrograde, and that ass is getting whooped more each and every time, respectfully. It's like this right here is not the time or the place. And this could represent, you know, it doesn't always have to be like physical altercations. It could be spiritual as well. Yeah, crown games where I use the power. It just depends. But it's always as above, so below. So if there's a problem up there, there's probably a problem down here too. You have skywriting the fates fell into my lap. Looks like you're going to walk into an opportunity that you're meant to be in. Heavy energy on the walk into the opportunity. Aw. And then you have, so it's interesting, you have 4951, we're missing the 5 to change the 50. But you have skywriting the fates and stars in the sky, limitless possibility. I don't know why the fuck they're so loud, but anywho. My niece, yo, my niece was here, she was like, TT, what are they doing up there? It's so late. Anywho, and then you have confidence in your magic. So it's kind of like, definitely choose your battles wisely, because baby, when you fight against the divine, especially when something is meant to help you and not hurt you, you're gonna lose every time. All right, and it's gonna feel like you're literally being dragged through life. Okay, trust me, I know. All right, but with the fates, limitless possibility and confidence in your magic, you don't have to do anything extra for attention. You don't have to do anything extra for recognition. It's kind of like this energy is reflecting, what would Jesus do? Okay? That's the energy that Neptune retrograde in Aries is reflecting back to you. Okay? Truly, it's a battle against your own illusions, and what would Jesus do in this situation? Okay, and from the stories that I have heard, and I'm sure we have all heard, okay, Jesus did something about it. Okay, he did something about it with his own bare hands. Okay, he didn't have no goddamn candle, none of that. Okay, he had his tongue, a prayer, a thought, and a belief, and he made it do what it do. Okay, so, and that's a reflection of this power. Okay, or that energy of domination. It's like trying to dominate an angel when you refuse to dominate a demon. Like, what? I'm dead ass though, you know. But it's usually the people that, you know, people think that, oh, I can get over whatever the fuck. This is it's kind of giving me Capricorn's reading. I ain't gonna hold you just a little bit from what I remember. But also, if you are not meant to go somewhere, there will be an issue. Okay? Be mindful of the accidents you get into when you're going to see certain people. You need to never hear from them again. They need to not ever hear from you again, okay? Truly. All right? You're really wanting to jump timelines in something, but there's a need to honor divine order with something as well. There's a time and a place. You're learning that lesson throughout Neptune retrograde in Aries. There's a time and a place, and until then, what can you do? And if you don't know what to do, what would Jesus do? Okay? Thank you. Crown personal power. And then Palm Destiny. Period. And then you had, this is 18, 28, 10 in between. So in this Neptune retrograde in Aries ends October 22nd. So this is playing out until October, and how you handle it between July 4th and October 22nd. I do think for you, since 2026 is a 10-year and there's 10 in between with personal power and your destiny, how you handle it now will definitely reflect next year for you. Just like, you know, for Leos, especially since 2024 was an 8-year, how they handled 2024 is a reflection of 2025 in a sense, okay? But this is a 9-year, okay? So cycles are changing and shit is ending indefinitely, and shit is beginning indefinitely throughout this year. So it is what it is. Anything else for Pisces before I get out of here? That is all. The card that came out was Unlimited Potential. It's in reverse. You're really in your own way and you don't even know it, okay? Like, I think Lil Wayne said that. I don't know. But I love y'all. God bless y'all. Or God bless you. I'll be back in the rising. Right on time. Give me like 10 minutes to post the timestamps. You're fucking awesome. Yeah, I do my shadow work. I do not, let me repeat it. Quote it verbatim. I do my shadow work and do not let my shadow work do me. Yes, and don't let shadow work make you a pussy ass bitch, okay? You have your shadow for a reason. You use your shadow to push through the adversity, and then use your light to affirm yourself throughout the adversity, okay? Okay. Love you. See you in the rising. Bye.